Hey, welcome to Ones and Zeros. My name's Ben, and today we are looking at number 3 in our series of dev blogs. So basically just giving you a bit of an update on what's been happening behind the scenes, what's going on with the QuartzArk code base, and some of the stuff to expect in videos upcoming soon. I have been a little bit slower than I wanted to with getting some videos out lately, so I do apologize for that. There will be plenty more content coming soon. We have recently done a bunch of updates on the QuartzArk codebase. Let me just pull up this guy here, and then we'll jump over to my screen. So you want that one there. Awesome. So there has been some updates to all of the codebase, all of the repositories that we've got up on GitHub. So the timer drivers, so the rotary encoder drivers, the timer interrupt drivers, and the PWM drivers have been ported across to all of the code bases that we've got. There will also be another one coming soon as well for the F0 series of devices. I do have some F0 development boards on the way at the moment, so we're going to take a bit of a look at way down the bottom end of the spectrum as well. There has been also some changes to some of the commenting. So the commenting for the I2C drivers that we looked at in the last STM32 basics video have all been fixed up, as well as the drivers for the real-time clock and random number generator. That's all been commented now as well, and we'll be porting those drivers across to all of the various different repositories in the fairly short near future as well as getting the analog to digital converters drivers ported across. But I want to do that in a particular way that allows devices with multiple ADC peripherals to be able to support those, rather than just having that as a singleton class the way we did it in that particular stream or video. Other things coming up, now that we've got the I2C driver out of the road, we're going to have our next video coming out for the Discovering STM32 series. That one will be looking at getting the driver up and running for the touch controller, for the capacitive touchscreen on that device. And we'll also be, at some point in the not too distant future, taking a look at a touchscreen driver for the F429 iDiscovery board as well, which is going to be a little bit different because we're dealing with a resistive touchscreen as opposed to a capacitive one. So they do work a little bit differently. I tend to find the capacitive ones a little bit more friendly and easier to work with, but we'll look at both approaches there because it might help you moving forward as well. We do also have a couple of other series which will finally be starting. We've just started our first video of our debugging STM32 series, which I streamed only a matter of minutes ago. But we're going to be looking at a variety of different debugging techniques and things like that in those videos, that series moving forward, that we can apply to STM32 devices. The first video of our FPGA series, where we start to look at the basic, everything from the basics of Verilog HDL through to actually creating peripherals that we can connect to, say, an STM32 device or even standalone systems. I'd also potentially like to take a look at implementing Benita's 8-bit CPU in an FPGA, which could be kind of cool if people are interested in that. I have gone as far as implementing 32-bit processors in FPGAs, so if there is people curious about how to do that using just Verilog HDL, that's also something that we can potentially look at as well. So feel free to leave a comment or send an email, things like that, if you're interested in that sort of thing. We will also be starting our series of viewer questions videos that I mentioned during the last devlog. That has just been delayed a little bit, unfortunately, but those will be starting within the next week or two, hopefully. We'll see how we go with that. Typical programming timeframes, stuff always gets pushed back a bit. It just seems to be the way it goes, especially as far as game development. So that's kind of some of the stuff we're going to be looking at. If there's anything in particular that people are interested in that they'd like me to focus on, other stuff like that, then definitely feel free to drop a comment, leave a message, send an email, jump on our subreddit /ones and zeros. Definitely happy to try and point things in a particular direction if people want a bit more of a particular type of information. We also have some more STM32 basics videos coming out soon. So looking at SPI-Bus, we're going to take a bit of a deeper look at UART peripherals as well as CAN bus. And I have started actually writing from the ground up basically a completely new USB stack. So I find the particular USB stack that ST provides to be a little bit confusing. So we're going to see how to leverage that from the HAL up rather than having to rely on the MSP code that CubeIDE gives us, which can be a little bit daunting sometimes and a little bit messy. But aside from that, we have also nearly reached 100 subscribers on YouTube. So thank you to everyone that has subscribed. It really does mean a lot. I'm really grateful that there has been, I think, 1.3 thousand views last time I checked, a little bit earlier, which is really cool in only a couple of months. So super grateful for that. But the important thing is there is going to be a giveaway when we get to 100 subscribers. So definitely keep an eye out in the next devlog, because there will be details about how to, it's not necessarily a competition, but how to go about potentially getting yourself some free stuff. So we'll be looking at giving away a blue pill board as well as some peripherals and some sensors and stuff to go with that, so that you've got some bits and pieces to actually play with from the get-go. So that's pretty much all of that for today. And again, thank you so much for everyone that has liked and subscribed, watching the videos and providing feedback, all of that sort of stuff. I love it all. If you find any bugs or have any complaints or anything like that as well, feel free to leave those too, because they all help just make everything better for everyone. So definitely glad that you've all been watching, and thank you again. Hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching.